Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Josh, the Mustache Marketer. Thanks for tuning in for today's Quick Tip Tuesday, where every Tuesday I give you a quick, actionable tip that you can use in your messenger marketing to bring in more leads and make your messenger marketing more effective. And you'll be able to use this tip right now. So if you guys can hear me, see me, just make sure that everything's working properly. If you could just type in a 1 or type in yes, just to make sure that everything's working properly out there. All right, good. Make sure that everything is working. Go into the group real quick. All right, good. So if everybody can hear me out there, we're going to go ahead and start here. So today what we're going to cover is how to collect leads in Messenger using ManyChat, how to store those leads and collect them using Zapier and sending them over to Google Sheets. So let me pull up my screen here and we can go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing that you want to do before you even start collecting leads is setting up the custom audiences, the user custom fields inside of ManyChat. So you'll need to be able to do that before you can collect any information. So the first thing I'll show you guys what to do for today's quick tip is how to set up those custom fields, which you will need to use later to be able to use Zapier and send that information over to a Google Sheet. So from your dashboard, you would go under settings, and then you need to go under custom fields. So this is where you're going to create the field that actually collects the information from your user, from your audience, stores it in Messenger under the audience tab, and then has that custom field for Zapier to connect with it and send it over to your Google Sheet. So for our example today, we're going to be collecting their address, their email, and their phone number for an example of a real estate bot that is collecting leads on autopilot for their audience to use. So they can target them later. They'll have a running list in Google Sheets of every single lead that comes in, so they can contact them later to set up appointments. So the first thing you do is create the new custom field, and you would just call it, say we're collecting phone number, and then you're going to leave it as a text because they're just going to type their number in, and then you would hit create. So I already have that phone number here. I have the email and I have the address already created in the custom field section. So when you go over in your Messenger bot itself, you have to go in here and tell ManyChat how to collect that information. And that's where you'll see these free keyboard inputs. That is the user freely typing in their information so you can collect it. So let me show you how to set that up. Down at the bottom where it says user input. So you have to have a pro ManyChat account to be able to connect Zapier and use the user input feature. So it's very simple to set up. You would just click on it, and then you would just ask your customer a question, ask your audience a question. So you would just say, what is your best email address? So this automatically brings up the user input field that we created on the back end. So you're going to leave it as a text and then enter the custom field name and it's going to automatically drop down from the custom fields that we created already on the back end of ManyChat, and we want that to be an email address. So we're collecting email. We're going to use their email address. Now on this reply type, you want to select email, because if they go to type in, let's say they went to type in a fake email address, if it's not in the correct email format, the system will respond back and ask them to type in a correct email. Now, of course, they could give you a fake email address. There's nothing you can do about that. But they can't just type a bunch of letters or numbers. It has to be at Gmail, Yahoo. It has to be a real email account at a mail.com account for the system to recognize it as an email. If they don't do that, the system will automatically reply with "please enter a correct email address." And if they choose to skip that, then a button will come up. They can skip it and they don't have to put their email address in. So we're never forcing our audience to do something to move on to the next section. Maybe they're okay giving you their email, but they don't want to give you their phone number, or vice versa. They always have the option to skip it. So you would put this for email, leave this the way that it is, and then that's set up. So that's very simple to set up those custom fields. So I'm going to delete this one because we already have the 3 set up that we need. So I have the 3 set up. We're going to be collecting their name, which is already going to come from Messenger. We're going to ask them what their address is for the property, because we're doing this as we are a real estate agent collecting leads. So that we're going to collect their address for the property. We're going to ask them what's their best phone number, and then we're going to ask them what their email address is. So once this is done and set up in your bot, then you're going to need to go over to Zapier and create that connection between Zapier and ManyChat, and then from Zapier to Google Sheets. So I have my Zapier account pulled up here. We're going to go under Make a Zap. And we're just literally going to connect what we're doing. So we're starting with ManyChat. So click on ManyChat. This is very simple. It walks you through. So what we're looking for is a new or updated custom field, because the custom field is what we created on the back end of ManyChat. So it's not a new subscriber at this time, and it's not a new tagged user. So we're going to be updating a new or custom field. So select that one and then hit save and continue. Now it automatically connects that for us. You can hit test to make sure the connection is working. Hit save and continue. And so here's the custom field. So it's going to load the choices of what we're trying to capture. So the first one that we're going to do is the address. So this is the same custom field that you needed on the back end of ManyChat. So we're going to collect their address. We're going to click continue. So there's the information that we need. We can fetch and continue. So we know everything's working. It gives us a successful test, and we can continue. So that part is set up. So now we need to go in and tell it, after it's connected to ManyChat, what is Zapier going to do with that information? Where's it going to send it? So we want to store the lead information in Google Sheets. So here's a tip. Before you try to connect Google Sheets, you want to make sure you have the spreadsheet pulled up, and you want to make sure you name it and put the heading on it so you can find it inside of Zapier. So this will be for real estate leads demo. Now, one other tip, the only thing that you have to do in Google Sheets is type in the field that you're trying to capture. If you don't put the name, the email, the address, the phone number, Zapier doesn't know where to put the information once it collects it. So our first field will be name, then we can do address. can do phone number and email. So now Zapier will know where to put that information based on the custom fields that we've created. So let's go into Google Sheets. And then you have a couple options here. We want to create a spreadsheet row or to update a spreadsheet row. So we're going to create one. There's no information in that row, and we're going to create it every time we put new information in. So now it's connected to my Google Sheets account. This step I've already connected before. If this wasn't here, all you would have to do was connect Zapier with your Google Drive account, and then it would automatically connect for you. So this is why you want to name what you're looking for, because now when we go under the Google Sheets, it's going to pull up what we have. So if you didn't name it, it's not going to be able to find it. So we know we're looking for the real estate leads demo. And then the worksheet is just sheet 1. So if you have a more extensive Google Sheet or more extensive spreadsheet, and you have different sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, you can update all of these. But for our example, we just need one sheet. And now you can see it automatically populates our name, our address, our phone, our email. So we're going to go in now and pull again from ManyChat the information that we're trying to collect. So it's going to be username. So there's the first name, and we're going to put the last name. So it'll pull our first and last name from our audience. We're going to go in and pull the address. So you need to find the user, excuse me, the user custom field for the addresses that we've collected, which is down here, custom field. I'm sorry, user custom field address. And now we need user custom field phone number. So down here is user custom field phone number. I think I passed it. User custom field phone number. And if you guys have any questions, obviously I can't see all the comments right now because I'm away from the screen. So post all your comments below. I will go back if you guys have any questions, and I will answer every single question that you have once the broadcast is over. If you guys find any value out of this, please like and share this out with the community so other people can take advantage of using these and to grow their own messenger marketing and grow their own messenger lead. So I really appreciate it if you guys can show me some love and hit the like and hit the hearts down below for me. And if you're watching this on the replay, thanks for tuning in. You can also get some value from this. If you appreciate this and you like it, you get value out of it, please let me know. The last one we're going to collect in here is the email. So again, we already have that set up. So that is the user custom fields email. So now we're telling ManyChat to collect the information. We're telling Zapier to grab that information, and it's going to zap it over to the Google Sheet. So let's go ahead and click continue. So here's all the information that we just included, and it's going to create that sheet for us. Test is successful. We can hit finish, and now we're going to turn the Zap on. So now we know everything is connected, it's on, it's active. So now what we're going to do is go in. We're going to actually go in. I'm going to subscribe to my real estate demo bot, and then I'll pull that up, put my information in, and show you how it just updates it automatically. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to preview our information. It's going to send it over to my phone. So now let's go into Messenger. Sorry, let me get out of here and I'll pull up on the bigger screen. All right, so here's the bot that we've already built. So someone would be coming through your real estate bot. It's going to pull up the flow of the bot here in a second. So I want to sell my house. I want to sell it now. And now it's going to ask me those questions. So what is the complete address of the property? So you would go in, the user would be typing an address. Now, as soon as I send that in, Zapier is already collecting that information. And the bot is going to continue to ask me the questions to collect that information as a lead. So the next question is, what is the best number to reach me at? And all this is happening on autopilot. So that's really the best thing for any business, not just a real estate example, but all these leads are coming in from your Facebook page and from any of your marketing that you're doing pretty much on autopilot. So let me show you guys this real quick. I'm going to put a fake email address in so you guys can see what would happen if the system doesn't recognize, if my bot doesn't recognize an email address. So if I just type some gibberish, the system doesn't recognize it, so it automatically knows to ask me for a correct email address. So it says, please enter a correct email address, and then it gives me an example. It has to be at a mail.com account. So I can skip this, or I can go ahead and put in my email. So now I've put in what at least looks like a real email address at that .com, and then it's collected that information for me. So now we can go back over to our Google Sheets, and the information should be there by itself. There we go. So you guys can see how powerful this is, collecting leads on autopilot. Very simple to set up. Many things that you can do with this. This is just like the tip of the iceberg of what you can do with combinations from ManyChat and Zapier. I could have also sent this. Yep, let me bring that back up again. Sorry, here you go. Here's the information that it updates by itself. So I just went in and went through my bot. Sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen. So it asked me, what is the complete address of the property? I typed in the address. It says, what is the best phone number to reach me at? I typed in my phone number. It said, great, thank you. And then it says, what is your best email address? I typed in a bunch of gibberish over here, and the system didn't recognize that as an email. So it asked me, please enter a correct email address. So then I had to go back in and type in a real email address, or I could have chosen to skip that. So that was where the bot was collecting my information. Zapier went in and grabbed that information and sent it over to this Google Sheet automatically. So there's my name, there's an address, phone number, and email. So that is how you guys can use that. Collect emails for yourself, collect phone numbers for your clients, set it over to a Google Sheet. It's very simple to set up. Just follow this video along with it. You will also be able to, you could take this a step further if you wanted to incorporate this into any type of email on the back end. So say you had a client, you're building this list, and you also wanted to email somebody right away as a thank you or a free PDF, anything like that. You could also use Zapier to integrate all of this at the same time. I know a lot of people out there work with dentists and chiropractors and things like that, or other businesses that they want to know right away when they've received a lead. So you can do things like notify admin. So if something happens in a ManyChat account, you can notify the admin, so they'll be alerted right away that they've received the lead. If you use ActiveCampaign or any other type of system that can send a text message, you would be able to integrate all of this at the same time, have your leads running on autopilot in your Facebook Messenger, collecting those names, emails, and phone number, sending that over to Google Sheets so it's updating your list of leads automatically. And every time you get a fresh lead, that's a very hot lead. Somebody just gave you their information. You could send that information to ActiveCampaign, and then you could send a text message to yourself. If you're the real estate agent or the business owner, every time a fresh lead comes in, you get a text message so you know you have a fresh lead waiting for you. They want to jump on the phone with you right then and there. So that gives you, the business owner, or maybe like a personal assistant or your admin, to contact that lead right now and kind of set up a one-to-one meeting or face-to-face meeting, so you can take advantage of those leads coming in real time. So if you guys have any questions, that's it for the Quick Tip Tuesday today. Please like and share this post down below if you guys have found any value. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I will go back in and answer any questions that you guys have. So thanks for checking out today's Quick Tip Tuesday. See you guys later.